Hi, welcome to my Informz platform tutorial. I'm Amber, the CEO of Email Maven, and today we're going to be talking about onboarding campaigns and specifically how to build them in Informz. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to note is that you need to know what your onboarding campaign should look like. You need to do the pre-work before you build to ensure that you know the cadence you want to be using. If you're unsure, take a minute and look at our resource on our website called Onboarding Campaign Timeline. It's linked below. This is the timeline we're going to build today because I think it's the best timeline to ensure that your members are onboarded fast so they understand why being a member of your association is worth it quickly. Now, let's head into Informz. First thing you're going to do is when you're in the main dashboard, you're going to come to Campaigns and then List. And then we're going to create new today. Now, when you ever create a new campaign, and Informz is going to give you a number of templates you can take. By all means, I do recommend that you take a look through those and see if they are close to your cadence, and if they are, then just take the time to modify them. In my case, it's not close to my cadence, so I'm going to create a blank campaign. This is what a blank campaign looks like. So, it's going to show you just a blank canvas, and you have a number of options here down on the left-hand side. These are important to understand what they do so you can put them into your campaign properly. Most of the time you're just going to use this message category, a wait, a decision, and that's it. There's other more complex ones though for other campaign usage. Before we get started, one of the main things you're going to want to do is save your settings. So when you click save, you're going to get this pop-up and it's going to say what's the name of the campaign, etc. So name your campaign, folder it as you'd like, and put in description, any other information in here that would be helpful for anyone who needs to know more about this campaign. There's two important settings here. There's a goal setting. This is not one that I turn on for onboardings because we don't have a conversion point. We're not trying to convert someone, so there's really no goal setting. Second one, though, are re-entry settings. It is advisable that you only allow people to go through this campaign once, just to make sure that your data doesn't accidentally push people through twice. So we're going to set this as no. If you want your members to be fully onboarded every time they renew, you'll just need to copy this entire campaign and start it over again once a year to reset this setting. Alright, so now we can build. So the very first thing you're going to want to put in is a wait step. It's this little hexagon down here. You're going to grab a wait step to begin your campaign because you need to understand when your data is triggering in, and then your campaign can take it from there. So in most cases, the data of when someone has joined might take a little bit to refresh. Sometimes it will at like 4 in the morning. Sometimes it will only do it every few days. Just depends. For most cases, I like to wait 1 day. I like to change this to any day. And I like people to get an email first thing in the morning if they've recently joined, so we can start off on the right foot. You can also change a lot of other settings in here. You can also say we don't want to email people before a certain date, and you can manage your time zone. So if you're doing this for people in other countries, it's nice to set those settings, but say this is on European time, like pick your time frame. Now, you got to connect your dots. So this dot to this dot will help ensure the flow goes. Next, once we've waited 1 day, we're going to send them our first email. So I'm going to connect that. I like to name my email so it's very clear what series it is in here and what the email's about. So EM1, email 1, and then I'm going to say 24-hour welcome. Now, the next thing you need to do is find your email. So navigate to your email, then click copy. Continue through. Now this is going to pop you back into the designer. This allows you to double check your email and make sure it is accurate before you attach it. So go ahead and double check everything, make sure it's exactly what you want, save it, then click Return to Campaign. Now, if you were to click that message box again, you'll see that copy is no longer there. Now you have the option to edit your mailing or remove your mailing, which is helpful if you need to change some things in the future. Alright, we've got this. Now, again, an onboarding campaign is really easy because we're going to duplicate what we've already done. In this case, I need another wait step. I'm going to drag and drop it into place. I like to wait 2 days until the next email. So again, wait 2 days. Again, I like any day, and I like some things to go out first thing in the morning. Then repeat. Message in. EM2. Top 5 reasons to do with your membership. And then we're going to find another email, copy, and continue. So same thing, it's going to show you your email, you're going to make any updates and save it, and then you're going to return to your designer and that will be copied in. Okay, so that's working now, so we're going to connect our dot again, and then repeat. Wait. In this case, wait a week. After we've emailed them a couple times, I think it's nice to just wait one week till we email them again, and then again, adjust your settings as you feel, and then you're going to continue through. Now, you'd repeat this all the way through your cycle. It's an easy wait, message, wait situation. Then once you've got everything in, you're going to stop. You're going to connect that stop. Now, did you see that little error button went away? Here, I'm going to delete this so it comes back. Once you have everything set up, if you still have a little red error section here, you're going to click on it and it's going to tell you what's wrong. And here it's telling me that these are not properly connected. But I've done everything else right. My settings are in, my email's connected, etc. It will not let you activate or test the campaign until you get all your errors fixed. So in our case, we'll just connect that and our error goes away. Go ahead and save. Then from here, you can double check the rest of your settings. You can see what mailings are in there. And you can use a test function. This is one you can use for onboarding, where you're able to put in people's email addresses and they'll go through them within 10 minutes of each email. I personally just like to make a quick video to my fellow colleagues and explain, like, this is what's going to happen, here are the emails in it. I find it's faster and less glitchy. Then last but not least, you get an option to activate. This is where you need to understand how your audience is coming in and who's already in your audience. Most of the time, you're going to want to say add subscribers over time, which means if you turn this on today, anyone who hits that audience from today on, they will start falling into this campaign. If you do subscribers at once and over time, that means anyone who's already sitting in that audience group is going to fall into it immediately, then also anyone who continues. So those are the main two you're going to use for an onboarding campaign. So what you're going to need to do is come into your target group and select your group, and then add a time period to start. Now this is an important last step. Let's say you want to start this tomorrow. Excellent. Do you see that when you pick the start date, the stop date defaults to the same day? That means people will stop going into it the same day you start it. So you have to change that. I like to move my stop dates out far. I just go as far out as I feel like clicking, and then do that. You never want a campaign to turn off overnight just because you forgot to change this setting. So go ahead and do that. And lastly, you can also add any exclude lists. So if for some reason there's someone you don't want to get this email, again, you're just going to add in your target group here, add them to the list, and update, and they will be in there. Then you're able to activate your campaign. So I hope this overview has been really helpful and given you the basics of how to create your campaign. Each campaign is unique, so please feel free and reach out anytime. We'd love to talk to you through how to build your campaign, especially for you. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe and watch out for our next ones. Thanks.